teacher, long time no see. Hope you and your career getting all well, your family. I hope that your family and you have good new year ahead. And we need the old time here with you, the fun time inside class and outside class as well. We made you so bad, and to compensate for the missing, I create this video to send to you as a gift. Let's enjoy this. Today we are talking about the sharing economy. Why the collaborating economy is so popular and so profitable today. The case of Airbnb, Facebook, Uber is an example. Why they're so successful, and the traditional one is nearly about to fail. The reason behind is what? Is that the innovation in the product development or any innovation in the process? That may not be the case. And I think that the main reason why Airbnb, Facebook, and other companies in the sharing economy is successful is based on the business model innovation. And that's why we have a talk today to discuss about why the business model play an important role in changing the nature of business and changing the normal thinking, the logical thinking of the whole industry. Have you ever read any book? I'm sure that in your life you have reading one of these books. Hopefully, I like Nguyễn Ngọc Tư, Cánh đồng bất tận product, her book very much. The reason why, the story behind it, very inspiring, very emotional. But today I will not talking about the content of any book. So can you guess now what I'm talking about? I'm sure that you have some idea about book publishing practice. We're talking about the conventional book public practice, and I think that the traditional way of doing a book is the author will combine and create a book with the content deriving from personal experience, personal expertise, and or any story, any dilemma that they face in their life, and how they communicate, how they can communicate with the reader. The reader and the author. It seems that there's no connection beside the book. If you read his book or her book, it means that you are connected, but it's not a physical one. It's a sound connecting, and I think that for the traditional one, the customer relationship has not been focused in this case. When talking about the channel, how the book delivered to the reader, maybe the traditional bookstore, or you can find in retailing book culture in Vietnam. When you go on the street, you see on the pavement that a lot of booksellers on the pavement. That's very sad fact. But we have to accept that it's illegal. But we have to accept the customer segment. Maybe it should be a reader. I have a personal story. When I read a book of my parent when I was only 10, and it seemed that the reader had no aware of what the book given for us was given for themselves, and they just read, and no customer segment at all. It means the author at the beginning of the stage they create a book, but without any intention of targeting who is the customer, who is the target customer is. This is based on the business canvas in the front stage that you can see them how the book deliver to the customer. How about the backstage, how to prepare for a book. One of the key activity the author should be in charge of is the content building. The content building could be from her experience, could be from her own story, could be from the people that belong to her or people get along with her. Then, and how he or she can create that key activity should be to have some key resources for sure. The key resources is the content of the book. Maybe one of my friends, also a young author, Vietnamese young author, it took him about nearly 6 months to 1 year from the very first day of preparing an ideation, writing, drafting, and then finalizing. It takes very long time to produce a book. It's content. And what are the other resources that author have? The writing style. Each author will have different unique writing style and could be there all resources as well. Is the backstage. The author also need only to focus on writing. The other thing is marketing, publishing, designing cover, distribution the book that belong to the partner. It means the publisher and somehow the book interpreter. It's very simple that the author can focus 100% of the time just writing, and all the rest of the work the publisher will be in charge. You see that the cost structure is seeing that the author suffering no cost, incur no cost and so on, except the time. Yeah, time also a cost. The time to collect information, the time to interview people, the time to gather data, time to try and analyze story to give an interesting story to attract more reader. And how can the author get revenue from his book? The current practice is the author will get a commission about 20 or 30% from the publisher based on the number of published versions. And this is the conventional case. I will introduce an emerging phenomenon, the one book that really creating a phenomenon in the scholar, in the startup community, and in every single story inspired by the CEO or the business owner. Let's have a look at some fact that the book has created some milestone. This book is 9 years. It took 9 years to research and to write, and it attract and co-author for nearly 470 authors. Never before that a book has been authored by so many people, and these people is a business model practitioner, business owner, the business in other industry that have experience in building a business model or a real case study. They're from 45 countries, and surprisingly that this book incurs 0 marketing cost, despite that it attracts so many people buy it, but it takes no money to marketing this book to the reader. And one thing to focus is this book is not creating revenue from selling book only. Its revenue also came from the forum subscription fees, and the maximum fees one member have to pay estimated $143. And you know what it is? Yeah, this is the business model generation book, and I have just bought it 1 hour ago. But to me that This book, I don't know this book until you introduce it to me, but when reading first two pages of this book, I think that this book, it really fit to me based on the vision, the template, the real case study, and especially it seems that it's not a normal business book, it's like comic one, like adventure comic book. Let's take a deeper look as how this innovative in emerging book publishing trend. Get the case of this book, the case of business model generation book, will give you the value proposition. The value proposition of this book differ from the traditional one. What is different? The practical is offered to the reader, the practical handbook for businessmen, startup entrepreneur, and scholar. The first one is the same as the first part I have mentioned before, but the second one is interesting. This book has been created with a collaboration in content building from online and offline community, and how they can create collaboration. Let's look at later. And one more thing, this book offers to many people is mean that its content has been customized for the specific purpose. For in Vietnam, they have some has been some modification, and for some company, this version has been slightly different with the original one. Let's take a look at the channel. How this book innovate from the channel to deliver the book to the target customer. The channel, they maybe the same with the traditional bookstore, and the website, they use Amazon to deliver the book, the hard copy, and on the website itself also it allows user to download the template, to download the content, or even to download the book if you pay a fee, exact fee. How they maintain the customer relationship I'm very impressed with the guys who ran the business model and make it more interesting. They create a website, a forum named visitmodelhub.com, and this is not a normal website. A website that recruiting and allowing people to sign up for member with the member fee, and with the member fee they can get first draft, second draft, that based on the fee that you pay. The Business Model Hub on the visitmodelhub.com website is a very smart way of the author to create an input. It can be considered that website is open source, but everyone here can log into website to discuss about emerging effective emerging business model, and they see the argument. The author very smart, they get the advice, get the insight from this argument and put it into the book, and they see I see that it's very innovative way to create a website to collect information and then turn information into the content of the book. Second one, how the author can maintain the relationship with customer. The author create a business model, generate talk show and discussion event, sitting in other city, and then create a discussion. This discussion will move to another city and create an argument. The argument will create word of mouth, and then more and more people know about the book, the title book, and the usefulness of the book. What is the so let's move to the other customer segment. Like other book, this book overall is very easy to read with many templates, any model, any newbie that can based on that to do business startup. But I think that in my opinion, this book is really helpful, source for business owner, for young initiative like me with a dream of startup, and for well-established company or startup company, and especially it has renovate the mindset of the scholar, researcher in the field of operation and strategy. So we finished the first stage of the business Canvas model of this case. So let's move to the back stage. What different with the traditional one? Here's a key activity. His book content building and editing is the same with the conventional way, but the other activity make it different is website creation and forum content management. The author manage the forum very well. They reply, they create argument on the website, on the forum, so that everyone can hear the voice and they can learn from feedback, learn from failure of other members. And one of other things, key activity, words of mouth. And like I said before, the two authors create a website where they can sit in an argument, and from that argument, the people will tell another one. That's a very useful website, so that we can discuss, we can use it for study, for our real practice, and then create a campaign of word of mouth. So many people don't know the book until they are told about that. Not every bookstore do marketing campaign traditionally. And the key resource, the main two resources, the business model Canvas creation and methodology that the two authors has create. And one more valuable thing is feedback and advice from website and forum member and co-author. So the key partner, rather than the key partner is the all publisher. This not really similar to the traditional one. The key partner will be the book designing and editing company called The Movement, and we have the local book publisher is Wiley Macro Hills, same with the other traditional book. But one more different thing is the book delivery service. They outsource the third party from Amazon and Whitebook, and they need a book referrer or renowned academic scholar or a young CEO to refer. That's why the young entrepreneur need this book as well. The cost structure, rather than in the traditional model, is no cost at all, except the time to contact with interviewer, contact with the information keeper. And this one, the cost structure for this case is designing, editing, printing, and distribution. You must pay the fee, the cost to cover the three activity. But the revenue, I want to focus more about the revenue stream. Rather than the fees from book selling, a very traditional one, the other source of revenue, they come from the forum member fee and subscription fee. It means that every member want to contribute, want to get the updated model and pay some fees to get it. And then some commission and discount from publisher as well. And the copyright fees when the book published in other country. The thing that's with the business model Canvas that can help you and help us to explain and to understand deeply about how the business model generation book can create a phenomenon online, in the online community and offline community as well. And I think that the author must pay me some fee for do marketing as well. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great year ahead. And thank you for teaching us and lead us to very interesting subject. Thank you.